Flip. Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, this is Bug Fables the Everlasting Sapling, and the night before last, I had a dream where I saw the afterlife, and there was far too much bureaucracy, and also a rhythm minigame that was entirely unfair. There is much more light here. This room must be quite near the cracked ceiling. What a surprisingly cozy entrance.
Hey Kabu, do you really have to comment on every small thing?
Oh, I'm sorry?
Hey, you don't look so sad. How about this? If I want to know more about where we are, or something, or someone near us, I'll just blah. Sound good?
Very well, I will make sure to have information at hand for when you do.
Cool, now let's keep going.
I have an issue with that featurette. So once again, comparisons to Paper Mario, which I am going to sort of start to ease off on, but so in Paper Mario, you can also tattle on environments, and I don't think anyone ever does that. This game kind of expects you to do that at certain points. It's just, I take issue.
What's up with this thing? It's like a spiky pill bug. Its armor's really strong, so I can barely hurt it. I bet Kabu can flip it over, though.
Yes, indeed, we have enemies that have sort of physical properties, which... this thing has defense, which has now dropped to 0 because we flipped it onto its back. So basically like Koopa Troopers from Paper Mario. I will stop with the comparisons eventually. It's just, you know, obvious comparisons to make are obvious. And also, those things are an absolute nightmare to get the drop on, so I feel quite impressed with myself that I was able to actually stun one going into battle first try. Yeah, so some enemies have defense, and you can do things to mitigate their defenses. But not always, but sometimes. Anyway, fling! And with that we get a Morshramb. It cures poison as well as restoring HP. So yep, status conditions are a thing in this game as well. Which, I mean, surely you'd expect as much. Anyway, we have a Poozle. The bridge seems to be out, or more accurately, up. How are we going to cross?
Well, that's it, game over, let's go back.
Wait, V, hold on. It's too soon to give up, there must be a way.
Duh, I was kidding, you know. Look over there.
It's a thing, it looks like a thing.
It's one of those ancient switches, we just need to hit it.
You could just fly over to it, right?
That's too much effort. I got a better plan. The mighty Beamerang!
That again.
All I need to do is get in front of it with blah, press blah to throw it.
I will trust you with this then. Give it your best shot to keep yourself red hot, because you're the one to bring out the original flavor for your people.
Kabu, shut up.
Yeah, I probably deserve that. And I feel like the way that the rope falls into place makes it look like a suspension bridge, so I appreciate that detail. Well done, V. I wasn't expecting you to do that.
Yeah, of course, just as planned. I was totally aiming
I'm
for the rope
glad to
and
have a
not the
reliable
switch.
partner.
Super reliable.
They are rather a dysfunctional funky. They put the funky bunch in dysfunctional bunch of 2. So what happens if we flip the switch? Seems to be broken. No, there's nothing doing. We just happen to fling a thing in the correct sling. Ping ping. Ah, another inch wrap. Incharito. Shy weenie worm. Well, as you can see, we have a ground-bound enemy that's stopping Kabu from getting to the thing that we need to flip over, and we can't aim for it because it's too far away. Hadn't actually meant to press A there. V, how about you just sing in a swing and fling the Ming Dynasty vase? Where am I going with this? Eventually I will start cutting out battles, but we're still learning stuff at this stage of the game, so flip. And as you can see, we got a super rating there. And I finally blocked something correctly. Yeah. You might think that, oh, super means you got the best possible timing on the attack. That's not the case, it's just sometimes an attack is quote-unquote super effective, and that's how the game communicates that to you. It took me a hot minute to process that when I first played through it. I thought, oh, maybe I just did the super perfect timing to do the super perfect attack. No. Anyway, a piece of leaf.
Leave this place, or beyond this point lies great danger. We've already lost one of ours to this wretched place.
Curses, this coziness was an illusion. Our path won't be easy, that much is for sure.
No place full of treasure's ever been safe.
So many have fallen looking for riches. Let's find the treasure quickly so no one else ventures in here. I will do this for them. And that's added to our logbook. Sometimes you'll just find places of note, and you'll make note of them note accordingly. I don't know why I'm so good at the timing on that, because when I played it on my own time, I was not good at it. So, I appear to have learnment. Education has happened in my brain space where I've become decent at some things and terrible at others. Which is to say, I'm not good at blocking yet, but I can at least attack the inch burritos. He says, failing to block once again. I'll get used to it eventually. This is the same recording session as the last episode, so give me some patience. Give me the Beach Boys and free my soul. I want to get lost in your sausage rolls and drift away. This area reminds me of the room with the 1,000-year door in it, and I will stop comparing eventually. This reminds me of Jabu Jabu's belly a little bit. Haha. Get plungled. I knocked the rock has been knocked, and we can flip it. And behold, that's one thing that I forgot about until just now, but the game actually shows you where something will be knocked if it's knockable and you're about to knock it. It gives you some trajectory to work with. I am doing a heckin' appreciate. Behold the power of the flip. Oh, not so much. We pressed the mushroom switch. Now we can get a mushroom?
What? We did all this for that? Seriously? Wasn't even a rare item. Heck, it wasn't even a rare mushroom. Who designed this place? I will sting them in their face. I will tear the place down. I don't want your damn mushrooms. What the hell am I supposed to do with these?
Come now, V. Unfortunate as it may be, let's pick it up and start looking again. So, Cave Johnsonisms aside, we got a more shramp. They're good for your health. You know what isn't good for your health, though? Huh. What? What isn't good for our health, narrator? Gravity! Bye-bye.
Yeah! Oh, shit, that was close. Kabu, are you okay? No, I guess he is. This is the perfect time to go home. I don't like the look of that place. But I'm his reliable teammate. I'm gonna regret this.
Yeah, you probably will. Oh, but hey, the door's open now, so let's sort of put a mental bookmark in that for later, shall we? In the meantime, we are in hole. We've gone holular.
No rush, I can wait.
I am lucky this mushroom broke my fall.
I would have carried you, but you seem really heavy.
I assure you I am lighter than I seem.
Anyways, this place is really creepy.
I must agree, and there doesn't seem to be a way back up for me. We will have to look around.
Let's be careful, okay? You're almost a goner.
Rude. But yes. Okay, I'll compare it to Minish Cap then. We fell through a hole and landed on a mushroom that's convenient for our size. Dong. I will save the dong and feel the heel. Sit on the wax and spin in the saddle. Various chow noises ensue. Anyway, what have we here?
Yikes, is that a moth?
By the Queen, what a terrible fate. A moment of silence in solidarity for a fallen explorer.
Wait, he's alive!
Quick, we must free him.
Okay, I'm just gonna see if the beamerang can cut through the web. I will make sure there are no others survive. V, watch out!
Who's pewing? Roar.
A spider?
What were you expecting? It's a web.
How could a beast so huge sneak up on us? Come on, we've gotta run. Treasure ain't worth this.
It's not that. We can't abandon this poor moth to his fate.
No.
Wait. Curses. Rara uwu. This has to be some cruel irony. However, I can't give up, even if I'm alone. And so we have our first boss battle? Is it worth our time to spy? Apparently not. It will give you fair warning if that's the case. You know, we have some funky boss music and everything, so how about I give you a little bit of a flip? It did nothing! But I finally did a little heckin' blocky. A little heckin' blocky, just a dab will do ya. And I blocked again! It is stronger than it looks. And now it's in the air. Crud, it's too high up. If only V were here.
Must I really sit here and do nothing?
Well, we could taunt it, but that would just be spending TP for nothing because we're the only target. We could consume, but that would kind of be a waste of items, so... We could rotate the no party that is here. We could swap positions with the no one that's here, so let's just, let's do no things. And now, I blocked that. If I hadn't blocked that, I might have been poisoned.
It's too much by myself, after all.
I've been kaplangled.
Everyone, I failed. You wasted your hopes on me.
Donk.
Who donked me?
And a second donk.
V? Look, by the holy jaws of the Queen, V, you left me to my fate. You are vile. Veal, dare I say. Hey, I was going to apologize, and I came back, right? You pushed me away from the web, but I still left, so I will probably scold you later. The situation is dire, but I've got a plan. We will attack the web holding the moth, whilst battling the spider. And we bail when we free him? Precisely. Except we'll run together this time, without leaving anyone behind. Here it comes, let's do this! Okay, for realsies our first boss this time. For boss time. And yes, we can actually reach the web, so let's just do a heckin' webby attack. We'll aim for a webby award. Could attack the spider, but no, our target here is purely the web. So, the internebs. Okay, successfully blocked, still took damage, but I blocked it, so I'm not poisoned. You can't poison me, and even if you did, we have mushrooms. Honestly, that's probably why the puzzle with the door gave us a mushroom, so if we do accidentally mess up the timing and get poisoned, we can cure it. And that was me not paying attention to my life, so, yeah. No, clearly, for the sake of demonstration, I'm showing off this remote dialogue, and it wasn't just me spamming a button, and also the spider climbs back up straight away, so... Kabu, it won't get in the way of Kabu's horn flip attack. So yes. How about we do that again, but with a bit less of the upfuckery? That being said, I think the spider had to use a turn to climb back up, so it's not an invalid strategy. Alright, we did it!
And now, we run.
Begone, thought!
Wow, that didn't do as much as I expected it to.
Kabu, I'm done here!
Well done. And we are out.
Let's get out of here!
Bye-bye. I have no love for you, Spood.
Leave us alone already, monster!
Flip. Gee, so rude.
Gee, glad it's too fat to come in here. Kabu, sorry for running away. Very well, you are forgiven, V. It was understandable. Took you long enough. Most people would be crying at getting rescued.
Let's turn over a new leaf, V. This moth is our priority. Somehow we've become an odd couple with a child. Ah, you're awake.
What the? Hey, you okay? You hit your head? Could this moth be speaking in an ancient language? Perhaps he's of the fabled tribes lurking underground.
No, we can speak Bugnish.
Do you need, like, a minute?
No. We are fine now.
Thank goodness, you had us quite worried.
Where are we? Where is the spider?
Right, let's get you up to speed.
Explaining. Fading to black like in Touch Detective, except at the time of recording that hasn't happened in Touch Detective 3 yet, but it was a recurring thing in the first 2 games. Truly, it seems we owe our life to you, V.
Seriously? No big deal. It sucks that we're trapped, though. Were you looking for treasure as well, alongside fellow explorers? What's your name?
Leaf is fine. And somewhat. A scouting mission, in fact.
You got some luck to be alive. Did you learn anything scouting about the artifact?
Artifact? If it is here, it's probably ahead.
If we work together, we will surely find both it and the exit.
We have little choice. We will accompany you.
Can you fight?
Not really part of scouting.
Seriously? You came into this place without knowing how to fight? Make sure to stay behind us so we can protect you.
How reassuring.
Okay, we've spent too much time here, let's look for the exit.
So, yeah, now this game has become an escort mission, so, flip. Except I thought I was Kabu, but I was V. Okay, then get beameranged then. Yep, we cannot switch in if we're escorting. We can still swap party leaders, we just can't swap to the person we're escorting, which... I mean, that makes sense, don't you think?
What a weird tablet, it's written in an even weirder language.
It seems to be ancient script. These letters look familiar to us. We should be able to decipher it. Let us check it again. There you go, we can switch our party in battle. I've explained this all already, but this probably explains it better because it's literally here in the game. Anyway. We have a bean. You know, a bean. It looks like it has a bean growing out of its head is basically what I'm trying to say. Now, V, what have you to say on this viscosity that I forgot to tattle on in my personal save file, and by the time I came back I was too strong for it. So, beep, beep, beep.
Eep, that ant is possessed? No way. That's just a story the queen tells kids to scare them. That is too creepy. I'm gonna take it out.
Somehow I don't think you are, because
it's my turn to spin.
Flip. And because this is our second attack, we do have the damage unmultiplier, so it has 1 HP left. Sometimes you have to learn the timings of the attacks before you can successfully block against them. It comes with the territory. You should know this. You, dear viewer. Also, I don't think we got any exploration points, you know, XP, for running from the spider, because we ran from the spider, we didn't actually beat it. So even though we got experience, but we didn't get exploration points, and that's, yeah, we still experienced the battle, it just wasn't good enough. Also, we're operating on a system of one enemy on the overworld equals one enemy on the overworld. Well, one enemy on the overworld doesn't necessarily mean one enemy in battle, but you can't have more than one overworld enemy initiate the same battle. Like, if there are two enemies nearby, both won't run into you at once and have a battle that's two... Surely you get what I mean. Now, something that I learned the hard way with this game is... this is kind of a junk stat. It's basically not worth your time to invest in getting more HP, because... I wouldn't even say it has diminishing returns, as the returns are never good enough in the first place. Which I think is a dubious design decision. If it was +2 or +3, I'd be more understanding, but, well, we don't have much in the way of skills just yet, so... I know we don't have any medals either, but medals will be useful later. Oh, and V learned a new thing, so there's that. We now have a dedicated healer on our team, because Secret Stash allows her to heal the party without using items. Oh, I got first attacked because I was too busy trying to attack, but I did block, so no damage was done. So yes, while we can first strike enemies, enemies can also first strike us, which seems fair, honestly. But is it fun? Oh, we have defense enough to defend against the defendables. I'm good at game have play do. Game have play do. Now, to my knowledge, if you mess up the action command, well, in some cases you still do damage, but in other cases it might completely negate any outgoing damage, so just have a care. Now, yeah, this tablet sort of brings up something that oh, Crystalberry. I feel like I explained it already, but there's a difference between who's acting when, and like, the order of the party and the order of actions. They are two separate things that are similar, but slightly different. And another ant. I feel like this is, cut-outable. Now, one thing I neglected to mention is V has slightly less defense than Kabu, which is to be expected. She's smaller and squishier, and I got an email during that battle, but I've not checked it yet because I am recording. Now, what have we here? A Plus? Yep, Okay, so now we have a medal where if someone wears it, their max HP goes up by 2. And as I explained terribly before, we have one of those, so we can't put it on... Yeah, we can put it on Kabu, or we could put it on V. We can't have it on both at the same time because there's only one badge. They can't share it. Or, well, I suppose they could, but you'd have to have more than one. And we only have one, so they can't. Hopefully I'm making sense. I see you there, pretending to be scenery. Getting stuck on said scenery as you do. Get flung. And that brings us up to 24. As you may have noticed, with exploration points, every time you level up, the threshold for getting more increases. Because basically there's 2 ways of handling leveling up in games like these. There's the Paper Mario route, where the more leveled up you are, the less XP you get from weaker enemies. Or there's the Bug Fables route, which is slightly that, but also slightly you need to collect more of them anyways. There's diminishing returns, and there's diminishing returns, you know? Anyway, we have... that looks like a perfectly normal mushroom back there. Totally not a plot point that's about to occur. Nice work, everyone!
Leaf, watch out!
Chill out.
What? What the heck? By the great ancestors! What kind of sorcery is that?
We are unsure. This is new.
You seriously expect us to believe that?
We mean it. It's the truth.
Magic's no common feat. There are less than 10 known sorcerers in history.
The word you're looking for is fewer, Kabu, but that aside.
You're not some criminal with a huge bounty, are you?
You seriously believe that?
We will talk later. I take it you can fight now?
We'll try. Yeah, I feel like I'm basically giving him Captain Raymond Holt to the best of my abilities. That's the voice that we're going for with Leaf. Because, yep, turns out actually, Leaf is our 3rd party member. Wait, everyone. Now that we're a trio, let me share a useful technique. With turn relay, picked from the colourful flower, one of us can lend our turn to another. How is that used? Wait, hang on a minute.
Oh, Kabu was saying this whole thing. Never mind. Well, for example, we could let V attack twice, knock down flying enemies.
Why would Leaf know that? We just established he's never fought before.
You should let me attack 3 times. I'll take them all off. You shouldn't abuse it like that, though. The exhaustion will reduce your attack power by 1 every time you act.
I've explained this already, but now that we're a trio, it's a bit more relevant. Well, it sounds mildly useful. We'll try it out.
Now, on your guard.
But first we have, on your guard, but first, the battle that we're on our guard for. So first of all, Toink. And, as you might be able to infer, Leaf has his own tattle dialogue as well, so you could play this game 3 different times and get 3 different sets of dialogue for each enemy, but, well, how about we let Kabu take this one? Boop. Beep. Ba-da-da. Very nearly missed that last one.
By the Queen, what an abomination! I cannot hurt this beast while it is airborne. V, would you lend me your strength?
What am I then, chopped liver? And similarly to Kabu, Leaf can only attack ground-bound enemies. And, his action command is basically Vivian from Thousand Year Door. I'm not brilliant at it because, one of the buttons that can come up is A on my keyboard, and I use Z for the confirm button, so in my mind A and Z are kind of the same letter. Beep, beep, beep. But I got it right this time. And it's super effective because they're sort of, well, you know, grass flying, grass poison Pokemon. It makes a kind of sense. Mushroom enemies are weak to ice magic, and Leaf is innately ice-powered. I shall toink you with my beamerang. And I believe, in the case of Leaf, if you hit the wrong button, you do no damage. I'm not going to explore that on my own time. It's gonna happen, but don't worry about it.
Goodness, that magic isn't a joke.
It's pretty cool.
If you truly couldn't do it before, this den is hiding more secrets than I first thought. Everything's just too sus. I don't believe Leaf yet.
We're telling the truth. If we had ice magic, that accursed spider wouldn't have caught us.
I say, let's focus on getting out alive. We can collect our thoughts when we're safe.
Very well. If you need us to freeze anything, press X while we are leading.
I guess it's fine for now. Onward, we can almost smell the treasure. Also, Leaf, you totally just said X when we've been saying blah for key bindings that are custom.
Back in my day, games didn't let you customize key bindings.
Why are you talking like our reality is just some video game? We are quite real, we assure you.
All one of we... Oh, I was going to do a bit of heely-wheely automobile but, well, we'll have to just let the leaf go. Let that leaf go so we can keep our leaf. Frozen enemies can't be stunned, but they can be used as blocks. So, block-pushing puzzles are a thing, except the things we are block-pushing are actually... Droplet! What is this, chemical plant zone in Sonic Mania?
It's not funny, I'm all soaked now.
Sorry, V, I couldn't help it. It seems the ceiling's dripping.
Why is there so much water in here? Under us, above us, it doesn't make sense.
This is good, though.
What do you mean?
If it's water, then it can be frozen.
Impressive. That's absolutely not how physics works, but if you can do that, it opens a lot of options for us. I bet I can push them with my horn as well. That's pretty cool, Leaf.
Enemies, the water around us, even though they seem like obstacles, we could exploit them for our own benefit.
Let's give your ice magic a try on all we can find.
My one gripe is, so Leaf is in the lead, I don't have to press A twice to switch to Kabu to do any flipping, whereas I press A once to switch back to Leaf. Like, surely the party should be in the other order, because if you freeze something and then you want to flip it, you have to do so much party management, it's a faff. The craftsmanship on this statue is pretty good, compared to everything else at least.
That it is. It's a shame this monument outlived its creators. Yeah, you only hear about roaches in folktales nowadays.
Pardon? When did the roaches disappear?
A bit before I was born, I think.
So, pretty recently?
Hey! It was indeed quite a recent event. No one knows for sure the how or why, however. This is depressing, dog. We should really find a way out.
This can't be right. Or does it? Is there anything of value in here, or is it just a plant? Well, it has money in it. I can flip you through the wall. Suck a 12. Just the 112, though. Now, we could fight it in a battle. I suppose it might be worth EXP. Well, XP. No, EXP. Exploration. Fine, I'll do that and see you in a moment. We got 8 exploration points. Right then. You might think, ah yes, freeze the enemy, use it in the puzzle coming up. It's not going to ask that of us just yet, so... The other thing is, there's timing involved. You have to press the button with good timing. You can't just freeze a water drop if the drop has not yet fallen. Ya get me? Now then, we have before us another door! And yes, you can press the escape button, or whatever it's mapped to for you, to do the whole environmental tattling thing, and... So, this door has 2 sliders on it, if you want to call them that. There's 2 parts to the door, and, well, we saw a door earlier that got us into this whole mess where you had to press 2 switches, and, well, there's a path to the left, and we can also slide to the right. So we have 2 ways to go, and as you might be able to infer, we have to go both ways and have a fantastic time in so doing in order to open the door, which will probably take us to the way forwards. Also, you can freeze enemies, so yeah, that's a thing. Now, is there anything back here? Yes, I knew there was something here. The Poison Defender Medal. It won't stop you from getting poisoned, but if you are poisoned, it increases your defense. And since we don't really have anything else at the moment, I'll whack that onto Leaf. Yeah, I'll whack it onto Leaf. That's probably not going to stay there long term, but don't worry about it. I thought maybe the stun would carry over. Now, a bit of advice that was passed on to me, and I forget if it was passed on to me or if I just figured it out, but I'll pass it on to you nonetheless. With Leaf's attack action command thing, you do have a bit more time than you think you do. So, if you're playing alongside me, then take that into consideration. Anyway, we've found a yellow crystal, so we'll heal up, we'll save the game, and I will have been and will continue to be tessellating hexagons. In the next one, we'll go left, we'll go right, we'll go forwards, presumably if that's how we open the door, and we'll see what awaits us at the far side of Snakemouth Den. See you then, for that kind of business. Flip.